Today's social media segment is brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. CIS, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, the highest quality cardiovascular care available. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality.
I'm Price Bourgeois with Bourgeois Insurance. Make sure to catch Medicare Minute, where we talk all things Medicare, saving on Medicare, maximizing Medicare, Medicare scams, and much more. It airs after To Your Health and other times on HTV.
All right, welcome back to Bayou Time. I'm Martin False, and joining us from Assumption Parish is Commander Lonnie Cavalier with the Assumption Parish Sheriff's Office. Good to see you, Commander. How are you today?
Good, Martin. Everything's well. We well.
Good. And I know we have 3 stories to talk about, but how about if we start off with the pyramid scheme that you all have some information on, and if you could, bring us up to date on that.
Yes, we began investing. We received a complaint in December of 2023 in reference to an individual who had been accepting money from friends of his in the community and basically promising a large return on their investment, somewhere around the neighborhood of 12 to 15%. These people became somewhat suspicious when the monthly dividend payments quit coming after 3 or 4 months. So we conducted an in-depth investigation because the individual alleged that he was investing the money through an E-Trade account. So we had to go through the process of attempting to locate that account, which was non-existent. We found out a couple of weeks ago, which resulted in us filing arrest warrants on this individual.
All right, and there it is, John Michael Thibodeau, theft $5,000 to $25,000, promoting pyramid promotional scheme. The reason I know that, Commander, is way back when I was turning 18 years old, they had a pyramid scheme in Houma, and me and a good friend of mine, who's now a well-known doctor, we each lost $500. So pyramid schemes, you got to be careful.
They are, and unfortunate as other victims, and we're trying to reach out to those people now because they've seen this story come out on Friday, and we really pushed it out to the media because we wanted to have contact with other victims because we knew they were out there, and now they're coming in, and basically we're going to take them one by one, and every time we file an additional charge, he's going to need to be rearrested.
Gotcha. Okay, we appreciate that information. Let's move to some juveniles who were involved in a school burglary. Can you bring us up to speed on that?
Yes. On May the 15th, we received a complaint from Napoleonville Primary School of a burglary that had occurred there. In that burglary, there was some money stolen, a small amount of money. They had some damage done to the facility. We initiated an investigation with our detective bureau and ended up filing a verified complaint against a 12-year-old. And we also temporarily detained a 6-year-old, both females from Napoleonville. And the 12-year-old has been charged, and the 9-year-old cannot be charged because she cannot be held criminally responsible in the state of Louisiana.
That's incredible as we keep seeing these ages get lower and lower in some of these crimes. It seems like the kids are growing up a little bit too quick. How about the Assumption traffic stop arrest you all had?
Yeah, we had a traffic stop arrest on, that was actually night before last, and deputies stopped an individual for illegal tent, interviewed the individual, and he actually was a prior convicted felon, convicted of armed robbery and aggravated kidnapping. He was out on parole, and at the time we stopped him, we ended up running a canine search on the vehicle, and in his possession were 2 9mm handguns and a quantity of the pain drug hydrocodone. He was then arrested and booked into our facility, and he remains there now without bond.
So he had prior arrests, and he was in jail for aggravated kidnapping.
He had been paroled for aggravated kidnapping and armed robbery.
Wow, you hear more and more of that you hear when they get out.
Yes, yeah. Well, you know, and we talked about this justice reinvestment that came about when Governor Edwards was in office, and you know, most of us thought that it was going to be a problem area, and it's showing now to be an extremely difficult problem that now we're having to deal with, because I think the rate now is about a 68% recidivism rate that they're ending up back in jail, which is an extremely high percent, but not a unbelievable percentage.
But I remember when that came out that the law enforcement were not behind that a whole bunch, because they thought that it was really a pipe dream. And like you said, the best people to ask if something is working in law enforcement are the ones that are making the arrest. So you're proof that once again, some of them can be rehabilitated, but seems to me aggravated kidnapping and other things, getting out in that short order, it's no time for rehabilitation.
Yeah, and those guys need to be in jail. They're sentenced to life. They need to do life. Life in Louisiana is supposed to be natural life. And you know, when we commute these sentences, or when government commutes these sentences, we have basically let down the entire population, because they believed when they agreed to these pleas or these trials went through, that life meant life. And we're seeing today that that's not necessarily true.
Well, Commander Cavalier, we appreciate you as always being so transparent to us. We thank you for coming on, and keep us posted on what's taking place in Assumption.
Thank you for having us. We enjoy it. And if y'all need anything from us, we'll be available.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. There you have it. Lonnie Cavalier, the commander in Assumption Parish. We'll take a break. We'll come back with a lot more right here on Bayou Time. Don't forget Facebook and YouTube also.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bork, know your rights.